It is a war offense was as this one. Oh, you know, near an neck. Or he was as this one near Kibasano. But quite traditional council when you be your bounce when you be. Royalty day. Equity ne woman was so young that waffle bomb, Mamma Didiano. Royalty near Briar come on.
Busafo, we Nana Juabenhene. While refer Ghana for Wabia for Igbo King, building kingdom, but DNC, Enkomwa, a far assassin, and a fee, ya assassin will good year, the Minerals Commission, a barman, she and Asanteman Traditional Council. Now Juabenhene Kasai ha.
Proposals, I can tell you. So begin any attempted to the attempted. Now, the formulation what kind of Amrano? A holder of a mining lease shall sign a community development agreement CDA with the communities that may be impacted by mining operations. Communities. Maybe we don't vision of community is there. But when you are the Igbo community, I'll be on the set up kingdom crowd. Oh, and
so now, crop Asantehene, Nasi to be Yura Unquaso. Na watch the Mufa said ye, Yasas I mean, the land title, need land authority. Nothing yet the legacies, I wish I say, your good year what's assing, I mean, the minerals are or mine ever benefit every state. Na and nay, Yatanasi, I'm the political class, etimia take advantage of the country where Womatiki or mine resources now from all the states, Asante states, no, or Asantehene Kasai say, a breadu, say Ghana for him for no, na him for, na Maya Henano, they will stand to defend. Nothing will make some changes in the constitution. Asantehene Kasai has a our
provision that constitution a woman no. Young no quay and be passed.
Yo, son, man, and I say, then is a big position to come as that's a big who compare a password. That's how many that's what we not do home. That's a big of my put through my cost. That's not
Western region, Western North, the one in our minds will go. Now, one to your for more company, may have found before near Franco Pebbles, Yama, a hopeful in Yajuma, Sicano, Kagana.
Western region, Western North. Nina Sabi, the two good. The house of it, the Francis of you to be there, no Sabi, young Francis, good to know, and to put James Cat, remember him and me. I must done and come away.
And one said geological survey and minerals commission. All 2 years survey who baby deposits in the war. You prepared the no 2 of my natures will be braba, say net here. One then I can near who's a 100 deposit, 100 deposit. It is a war offense was as this one. Near an acre. He passed as this one near Kibasano. But quite traditional council when you be your bounce when you be. Royalty in a day. Equity ne woman was so young that waffle bomb, Mamma Didiano. Royalty in a year near Briar come on.
I will recommend someone sitting down and say, where my passo, then I decided to say, no. The sense I said, necessary. I'm a bar, equity no, at the home in Simone. I never read some of the idea as a not as the idea no one is a valia. Let me to number boy, not double, not a boy to my abandoned me in my car. That's where every month I must have to say.
And not the Minerals Commission for Minister Numbaya. And not the ABE committee. Now you have to our junior boy almost a neck concession or boss you uniform paper. A mineral royalty about no say, no 1 year man license, and son will be provided mining work on a quite bad the first or no involvement the same. And any other drinker who near Tintindia for Bow. Now, what she said, he said they pay out to her, young my concession war, and crying who are no big joining to my concession, who are brand and none anymore. I know, dear, and yet, dear, Baba no more shama, and then my and she said, Palm Name. Necasia, the Nanan Ras Commission for Munyam, and if Yana was here, constitutional review can near who acquired the first way by and not there, assume Jahan, mining engineer, legal counsel, lawyer overcome. ade sabronom unso ba kan commission ade na ade Tomi Abraham so lands commission me boa unso ba kan na fe Asantehene wo echamfo wo ho ma unso kan ho monye minerals commission for proposal ni nyina ide aba no na mo analyzing nyina na mo frɛ nananom mo hyɛ da ma nananom nyina obi owo bibia o meka na mo ntro ni nyina within 1 month na fa nkoma wo mo say a proposal ni ya wo ba ye mining say ni ji so mo ye no ye royalty say ni nim so mo ye na ye ban say na mo de fa so ye na de ama wo mo no mo ahwɛ say de be ya wo mo yo mo final report akoma aban a me no mo de aka ho enti no de enei bosume ba shia nananom ne standing committee nya legal council na mahwe na mahye ni nyina aka mo nananom obi o wadwen bia fa de ye ken hu nyina momo awo mo mfa ntro ye fa nkoma minerals commission for say de be yom so be hunu say yenso ya dwena ye hyehye ni na ewia ave de chief house no trance ye proposal to a constitutional review committee the end be ye nya na e che be trance na so ya hwe we are renewing so dia ko na enema pin so constitution we was a chance near the proposal no ko national house of chiefs nko ya yenso ye betu atwe dia ko ye ne ehunu se we na haye the national house of chiefs ehunu aye dia wo si ehunu dia wo mu anya eno de nka na dia hu na nso ya hwe ne aye ni na so de you last abeda ministers obeda commission for assessment ne wo mo nya adaje abecheche mu nyina ma ye ya dwene bi ewo mu bi ya de bebrem no so de ahwe aboa yen why
minister you know so no ha funyina do nyina ma so pa se ma ba na la ji abeche se nyina mu eni me bi ma bo ma na ma ya na ma ko so ma do chi nyina mu
ye nyina ehu se ni ebe
se na na mu nya ni do ho de bo wo se de e bo papa be so se be na so bi ba
na mom de wo mu pa wo se ye kan no ne se ye transi hunu se constitution no de dan ne ya prince wa mi atwa hye mu se woti ho obo ase ya de list ni na ni ya kire ko Seychelles ya na ko Seychelles na ni ha ana no abrofu ni na be kwa no ne yi mu koda do no sense agreement no for 100 years ana mo ko se sae e ba ye sun ye 1999 ya dan ye tibis ya ka say there be ade no 100 years na so ntie san asesa na afa de ye ne ye hu se ye na asase no wo ye ya anya e na ato aso a je say no sika akọ no enra na ote so asase no wo dia aban se ni nyina aye wo mampanyi ote so na ehwe so ma wo sa na che na wona ya se ntotobo aba de minerals commission for nhwemaye eno ne wo mu ne ye ka ho aze tom de enya ama ne ye ne aba enya abo se yetimi ka mom ye nka no na ye hunu ko ya de be fa so a constitutional review committee no ho na de ye de be kwa akoto om se sa ne ma we ene ha ye nti mo hwe no se mo ye constitution dia mo se no se sansa na mineral commission for so atimi dia ye se ene free na krose ne be ya na se Bronika se mekuti asase wo denyase sika akọ wo so that's what so there that's an investor bi ba no opa ada ne enye equity na minerals commission mo anu nka se asase na what so gold na what so much say kura yem fa value to any eti denyase traditional council wo mu 30 40 50% wa wo ba so wo mu sa ada ne eti nka se be kwa sa na che na da bia ye ni abre royalty no na mo ni age ho royalty tekunda man ni ani age ho say the minerals commission there ni aban there they was here kan say mine no see the mo bia Ghana for ni ani kan fa ma wo no ni abrofo be partner ya partner na sika no nka ha
last week so I come say mine no say the man there Ghana for ado e dey say be say do mo kan na so no people are on e be ka bo betu a e no ka bo next no ansa no tese no e ga
wo baji list no a oni sika no dey akoflo to stock exchange no dey address sika no dey atom fidie be ye wa ha
so baji list no a na so wo no dey assembly list na ba ko discount ko chire no but no dey say atom fidie e dey do ha
na okoflo to your sika no nipa ti we ene yemrante ene baba wa bonti obi amfata so on so timi de kogis ka ne bi
yo so go put you as somebody go this no Ghana for I have no yemrante ba wa no you mean this na go to say be na se be ajai ma mo na go go krum na se be ha de ahose awa ha
this tumja na bi wo ho no no form traditional council no ko apply for concession no so the court near ko flow to na so yenyan sika ni bi e tumi pa ma man na man me
so se be sunya na se concession wo na se be do the traditional council no e go dey this no a o fa se be traditional council this no e go put sika ho e tumi to fam e ba fidie e be ko ma ni ma sika no e ka o ma ya
sika ko na wo no ye japade nti se kura wa uti die nti ne broni ana obi fra ba gem no no de ko gisika wo Australia wo de ko gisika ade abase wo ye investor na ye ni ade no wo ye no ayeti wo no so de ye nim na de ba sa ye so ye investors
se be ni na ye ko so no sa ko ya e japade ye ga na mai dia then ma obi fra ma de man so no do ba je no di this no de ko put sika o be no be ye na sa ba ni na no do ko bu ni man so na se be
Sir, Obiga South Africa, Johannesburg, ye go there. One man never a yen South Africa for a year.
Say, that's a good no area. Young boy, a book baby, something for one, and my lady.
Indeed, Swaboase. No, Yadima, any before beside me, and the Kojis, Casa de Homokaya. Ya cratch for Akosia, mining engineering near in entry for Mumumonia.
So, what's it? And I said, Yenian and Kodi 2 Hogan, your man to be Kodi and somebody. Then a man see I have to engineering. I just have to go to women and get me there. I'm a second come my way.
And no, none was a none as some that I was here near any. Constitutional Review Committee no share sa provision na wo constitution na egomo no ye hunu ko en be paso
sa man na se ebe then se be constitutional review no come asem na se be ko papa be paso na sa man na na so bo na bi ho na se be o man no mputu ni
afi me do ba be boawura Lands Commission Lands and Minerals Commission eba menhia enra efa Asanteman Traditional Council nananum atrankonyo Asanteman na yewura etena se na nananum tena se na fe abanmufo no baaye no enra Asantehene bufui in fact I mean enema bi ha no me gidi se wokore ha ofi se esim se media I'll blame nananum to the sense say yatena se ama the political class no take advantage of the laws mo di intimidate abuse the land which the territorial integrity still relies in the custodians of the land where nananum have to control betimi aboa ma development akoso so when ye yes are mistake no nananum yes am from so no now the people will think say it seems say nananum in bed with the politicians political class and they are taking advantage of it and I think say we crown how to say nananum have the courage and they have the authority to assist the government so embrano a yama constitution no control obibia no they are destroying us because it's a seven nananum ni bre because when nananum strike here no more cassette ya nananum all because it's nananum is so is so complacency destroy the Asante Kingdom Babia the western region Babia Volta region northern region central region and nananum is so complacent ham to the sense say uti asma Asantehene be kasa ya Asantehene kasembi important enipa na yemra so why seem say yatena sema asase mu agudi a yede be ye oman ni yi no politicians eba no de mra beje na ohoho obefako na dey ye no ane se na me Asantehene akasa na Juabenhene ene na afenso hene na afi yasumunya won so akasa me pese wonya abotreti drop your comments na ehwe se ye nananum keka wo ho a empuntu obeba na emom nananum edi ani di e boro so edi ama political class na yanhwe ya will pay a bad price. He said, we have the power. The law is there. Nananum are the custodians of the land. And no any other political class. Emra no. Yenipa ne shemra. So it's about time. Constitutional review no hono. Nananum said the Asantehene kan ye no. Emabru ne mrate nante ase. Asa ahemfo ne bi no odi ade ne no ano no. Onyaka bibi na onya bibi kakra na waye okay. Na asase a wodi a no bebo nananu ba no ni hoho abefako. Ebredu yewura yatawochi nananom yetam wachi nemom tumi na kura mo no nananom moma tumi no en develop mu kuro no na asase mu agudie en ye develop kuro yentie sabi yen hyase mfiri yen fa mfiri Asantehene ho krobia piao na ohene nyankwada na yentie sade Asante churchirim de wi a tie na Juabenhene onso kasai echechensemu I the reason so ya no share drop your comments na hwe sade ye development no ho asam ma mentie wadwene e wase ho medase
omo proposals I can tell you so begin journey attempt 30 we dey attempt 10 now the formulation what kind a holder of a mining lease shall sign a community development agreement CDA with the communities that may be impacted by mining operations. Communities. Maybe we don't vision of community is there. But when the Igbo community, I'll be on the set up Kingdom Crowd. And a experienced mining company. About me, I could try a non-existent, nondescript, microphobia, no, so because many community in Akosia. And the ammonia explicit said, shall have a mind with the appropriate traditional landowners.
Okay.
Make our chiefs because baby or what landowner no hene, not your family. But you must recognize the two classes in the family system. Until more cancer, obey subscribe why or hene. Now, 1% sabio, I am for so a better short change. Until some nana, you say, a bassa, no sir, what's the community there? Obey, I'm not in the bank of TB. So, I want one agreement. Now, I'm crowd to only one way. So, now I'm a butter and kind. I didn't say, it will be a baby. It started up to 1857 and 1901. Not mean as in idea. From 1962, and at 126, at the Minas and a co-chair presidency. And I feel Abasa. Nasabi, we have put up that we choose of bomb. Until holiday, Madama, Moha moving ye, said, only a community by a man, said, a year, committee the old. And that's how but Hona will be or no, will be our own farm cry, also a new agreement. Any Madame, Moho, my. And now the Tosso Bio. Ocasano, Ocasa said, no, million apples of kind. Nana Bandos, mining applications, and Sana Abba. But Emrano. One should say, and I'm saying to you, say, Abuchanan. And I'll be at clause 10. You'll be deleted at the clause say, bear binding. But say, they may come from Kamaka said, okay, it seems like declarations of intent. Open, sir. But a man also anxious, and she said, so one Obia ono onim ahemfo ehun faso ehu etumia oba hwe no na fe oba ono de ope ana oye but na de ma no pe ana de boa society no nti se we nya wo de ba nka amendments amode man me ehu the existing act no any amendments amposa mo ye na say yenso ye pese ye review dia na whatever new crosses I say the chebum so yes I introduce that crosses but when it's here to amendments ground there not start for ability to even offer new suggestions was said what beam oh do no bia said bia for mum bia now I shouldn't be restricted to the opposite of power whatever nti mo say the be meaningful dia the body bano the current Act 206 Act 703 you know when you are conforming to it the clauses are what's a change and the members of the account so eban when you frank home now I'm gonna for holistic view no when you answer to contribute now I said there the money by the madam my papa
na mpese busa bibi but do na Juabenhene And me person bisa and he say she said I say no a top bottom approach. I say no bottom top approach. Take piano. You only say top bottom no dey anyi say a person call bottom top. Mine is so any simple is car any day. Small scale miners here, I can't say a tron on bet your mind. Only can be crab. So much as him say within 6 months from issuing of the mineral license, also to be develop a community development agreement. By that time, now 25 acres now with the man. No mining weed in Sikako. Until once a day, I'll see a share. Because 25 acres, Majumudia is I did my small kill miners.
But I can't imagine. What is the consequence? It's not my day. If you say, a person I've been brought up with as one Asantehene. The blood to be free is free and for cut out my woman will say about Asantehene no way. No, it's more than the sister baby men so. But I'm going to say Asantehene. If you not tell the concern, so we go on. Asantehene is saying you are bad. That's Asantehene no way. Who got to be about Asantehene? You say, oh no, no. So I'm buying you a concern with Sama. That's a Asantehene. It's more than a day. If it's now, because say we have say Saturday dia so we so many day the my no say on the boss one could be boss one you buy no say do no say sia but you could say sia e no I'm not so sure to go o so so ma we had so the go so ekoba
I refer to the constitutional provision. It's another new crime. Because Constitutional Review Committee, and I bet me that thing. It's one of the things is a almost Constitutional Review Committee. But then the may be one, not me that and I should be the last person should do that also as a chief. So that's my answer to that. No, Juabenhene, your case is legitimate. In fact, your core central region. In terms of the servicing, because servicing is also process, Central region House of Chiefs almost the services bar. Because last year you called National House of Chiefs, Not mistaken, you serve the chief at that place. So for example, if obey the application, one of the back Konongwa will not typically serve, even though that is his area. But when we make at the National Association, serve the paramount chief, serve the chief, and then also serve the regional minister. If we are both been into the process, 3 years ago, we saw Central Region, the process go back Central Region, serve the traditional council. Serve the traditional council. That's how they said. Don't because the paramount chief and all those are informing now. Don't serve the traditional council. Only the frame meeting. Your core Western regions, they also said the same thing. I may respectfully ask Nanano whether they also want to go along with it, or I'll take advice right from here. Because we have Nanano, you serve the traditional council and now open certain categories. That's my response to that. The other one to me, the landowners, because in Ukraine, the underlying factor was that when we say sit down with the community now, we mean the paramount chiefs. The best example to the landowners. I think so. Regulations now. You know about the film to make sure say I'm open and start open your captain because we are in for France and the best example. Me answer the other questions we are unfortunately no business most penalties for now, every traditional council process be but now we should still go the typical traditional way of doing paramount chief and all those things. But the other one it's not a problem. Assembly, mosque, regional minister, no problem. But I want to know how Asanteman wants it when you are serving a process on them. No, that's it. Right. And then the other one thing is that we not before royalties, I think, but unfortunately, we create small scale for almost royalties. That it is binding under the cooperative scheme now, and for 4 count, part of it will involve the paying royalties. But then the question is, what about never part of the cooperative scheme? As an individual person, almost pay license. They are also going to now start paying something to the traditional council. That's why we are changing the law. So every battle. Then not before small scale more than the month 10 years, 5 years renewable. So what we are going to do is that Ansana only and for vulnerable tenancy I concerning the community development agreement. You the board to us you must sign before you start work. You have to sit down and sign. Like for example, we are not online sensor. This is called GEP, not the chief inspector of mines here. Ansana one shall see it. The same way, relocation. You have to finish relocation before you start the mine. So I don't think it's a bit higher before you start work, finalize the community development agreement. In fact, over public hearing on the EPA process, you can start discussing with Nanano. It will be a penalty of EPA and send the local ratification. Now, and she shared the data. So I think it's in the right direction. We'll look at it and make sure that we follow that. We'll check Kenya, finalize everything with the chiefs before you start it. Small scale firm almost to see the equivalent of $100 afibia for the annual mineral rights. But said America, media as far as I'm concerned, my main exception is right. Only to royalties that the institutional government even under cooperative scheme with this new amendment is to allow them to pay some amount of money to Nanano. And yes, I change about from the royalties. About me a 12 year, you know, about and agree on some quantum of money that should be paid to the chiefs and the traditional council. We don't necessarily have to call it royalties. So it's a share about so don't buy $100 afibia as a mineral right because we book our process, or be a map or be first surveyor and we book up last scale for per block, almost $700 per block. Mining is $300. And the Abandoners Commission, share inspectors, see a dining and half because you discover buying fees now near the BB. So that is my answer to that particular question on how much the large scale people pay and then the small scale. So I think that is it. The other one, the Constitutional Review Committee, meeting our partner, we face that mandate, and I'm a dada. I think that one, Asanteman can do a strong petition that take a look at Article 257 again. What concern will be that? That was the same response from Nana Mampoini. I want to be or not be any honor, Mamani Bibia, or Chobai, into the Urbaninas Commission is here. Obi the Mampo Hopena, and now they are processing. Many official responsibility in town. And then the other one too has to do with the small scale. We're casting the social is was it 2-3 months ago? Minister announced that license to be from December or so. We are looking at and she share at the committee and review all the processes. Fortunately, documents and the HA. It's a means I will buy on sign license be in respect of that, or 6 million answer. In the manner will be a number, I'll follow up on that case personally for you.
The second issue of some people coming with small scale licenses. When the NDC administration took over, the first thing the minister did was to suspend or cancel or revoke all licenses that were given out after the elections. And so if anybody comes to you with any license dated after the elections, it is invalid and the person should not be allowed to use it to mine. The minister has also asked me to chair a committee to review all small-scale licenses. God willing, Monday I'll submit the report to him. I won't go into details, but the number of licenses that we looked at, about 1,278. From where I stand, only 316 didn't have problems. The rest will be able to raise issues with them. And so once we submit the report to the minister, this is the first time I'm disclosing this, I haven't even told the minister. Once we submit it to him, the appropriate actions will be taken. Let me also say this. Listen, you cannot make a law for a nation like Ghana that will exclude some parts of the country. One is a law, it is a law for the whole country. The difference is that this time, instead of a chief sitting at a palace and somebody will come and say that a license has been approved for me, it starts with the chief. So if the chief is not interested, when they come at the very beginning, you tell them that this is my territory, we are not accepting small scale mining. Go and look for another place. But it will be difficult for us to make laws that will exclude some parts of the country and say that after this place is a no-go area for mining. Then the issue of payment of royalties. There is a law, Section 25 of Mining and Minerals Act 2015 requires that small-scale miners should pay royalties. I think it's about enforcement. And so we avert our minds to this law and make sure that we get them to also pay the royalties. Let me finally say that we are here because we believe that by the time you be here, by the time you bring your inputs, we would have learned so much from you. And so whatever we are doing here are just proposals. And the law-making process is that we have to engage stakeholders. Now this law will come to, this bill will come to Parliament and we will take it through all the processes. So whatever input you make here will be taken on board in the law processing journey. But because I stand far, I can't see the name. Nana who's at the last seat there. Nana Juabenhene, wonderful. You cannot ask him or ask this house to amend the law that they haven't seen. What is the default in the current law? And what do we seek to amend? All this must be made available to them. And then again, clause by clause, we are taking this clause out. Why? You say the reason. We are bringing in this clause. Why? You say the reason. We will make all these things available to you so that you at your leisure time can go through the bill one after the other. No, this place that they say they are bringing this, no, they shouldn't bring it. Our opinion is that they should do it this way. So you can create a column and put your remarks, then you submit that report to us. I have so much confidence in this house that at the end of the day, you will help us to do a law that will stand the test of time. I'm grateful.
Maybe some. And after questions in the small scale, some of my prospecting licenses, and I know Mutia. Say the one acre and large scale or Mutia. With us.
munya baby grandpa ma small scale for no enye nti mo pese nka omo years na mo de ama o mo teso yes nka mo nya baby de ama small scale small scale adwuma o mo yen na nanom size so no mo ye adwuma yi small scale ponzo o mo tua royalties in the fanzami na na dankanya hini mo hoyi ma size best 1000 acres ho ke large scale no nyame boa na senka bibi bamu a obetua royalties the Asanteman be a 1000 acres near the small scale mining. Omo ye adwuma also. Omo tua royalties bia. E dey person na nano ebenya every royalties small scale omo adwuma omo ye. Ndi mi dey nka mi susu se obi oye small scale bia no obana nana size so a enam say yenim de bia the quantum of gold a wotu no e think am ye mra bi ni hu se afi bia na aboso nyensa bia no se o ye nana so atase so adwuma royalties bi sili ena so tuama nananom ye ntia ma meka sa me ame wasase wa manse south oda forest obi abeje yama no 10 years o so gold di bia filling station kuma nyina ontu royalties da ontu abida enti wonu nyina no se ba dia mesre se won fanshim na small scale miners no a omo ye yin so no omo tua royalties e mana nanom na nanom to nyam faso so
pani me pacho say yati hey what the atman say ye review emrano as ye review emrano what jai license no ana for small scale na some of the guso the entire make us say anano joda ya the family be in office what the letter from mineral commission by Semaman crying to mutu small scale mining our family the family if in office since you crab you yes I must see a review there I didn't mineral commission who cost for the license no Emma